Hi you guys, welcome back to another vlog. It's Jag. If you're new here, welcome. Today is Tuesday, May the 20th. We are heading to work. It is 7:43 a.m. Again, I woke up quite early this morning at like 5:45. So I'm actually deciding, guys, I think I might not like wake up this early. I know sometimes I'm like, I can get like a bunch of like work done like in the morning, but I don't think I'm really like a morning person. If you haven't noticed, like I actually do go to sleep around 11:15 or 11:30 p.m. So I think I'm more of a like a night owl. So I'm just deciding actually right now, maybe I'll wake up 10-15 minutes later in the mornings, because I noticed, like, of course today I'm okay, but by the end of the week I feel like very tired, and when you feel like really tired, like you're just like very unproductive. So I don't know, I don't see doing a cost benefit analysis. It just doesn't really make sense to wake up, I think, that early in the morning. I think for that reason, and I feel like I really just like need to rest. By the end of the week I feel so tired. Like even last week it was actually pretty bad, and I'm so tired that I almost feel like I can't function. So again, because I talked about like self-care, I think that's really important that we take care of ourselves first. I mean, whatever work you do and stuff, yes, it's important, but it really is like, just a job, or just like, it's like your career, and you wouldn't be able to work if you weren't like, if you're not healthy. So I think taking care of yourself definitely like comes first. So I think I'm gonna take that into consideration, I think. But just like I mentioned, I only have Wales College for 2 hours every evening now, so it's gonna be 7 to 9 p.m. So I am really happy about that. I can finish at 9 p.m. and I was thinking of maybe like, like hitting the gym at that time, and then I can also put in like a workout now. And before I couldn't, because I was finishing at 10 or like 10:30 at night. So I know on on select days, I mean this week, the student that usually comes at 9:30 p.m., I think she said she doesn't have math until this coming Thursday. That's probably because yesterday was a holiday. So I won't have her class this week. So every day I think I should be finishing at 9 p.m. So I think that's actually pretty good. And yeah, I think I need to just like, I noticed like this past weekend I just like rested like quite a bit. I mean, we didn't really go anywhere like you saw in the vlog. We were just out and about in our town. And it was really funny yesterday. My husband and I, we were actually gonna go to the gym, and I thought that too, because usually the gym on like holidays they do close like early. And I was like, I was going to check my phone, but then I decided like not to. I was like, oh, let's just like go there and like, like put in that workout. And then when we got there, a man was like driving away, and he opened his window and he's telling me that the gym is closed now, because by the time we got there it was almost like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's when the gym was actually going to close. So basically we went all the way to the gym, and it was closed. So then we headed back, and then we just did like a workout at home. And then after that, like I mentioned, like I showed you guys, like we went to Ajax Park to take like for a long walk, so we can put in like some extra walking, like extra steps into our like daily routine. I think that was actually a really good workout, just like just walking. And you walking like speed walking is seen to be actually very healthy, and you can actually burn a lot of calories as well. All right, so that was basically the weekend, and now we're basically back to work. I think everyone just hates it after a long weekend, and then you have to go back to work. You feel actually, I think, like really tired. I mean, like the first day back I feel okay. So like today is Tuesday. It's the first day back to the week, and I'm all right because I rested like all weekend. But then as each day of the week goes by, I get more and more tired. And by the time it's Friday, like you feel like collapsing basically. So but just like I mentioned, I think I need to just incorporate more sleep into my like daily routine. It can't be going on like this. And I don't really need to be in at work like at an early time. So maybe I think like midweek or something. I might just like sleep in a little bit and then go into work, a little bit later. I don't think I need to wake up that early. And maybe I can just like I mentioned do meal prepping and like prep my lunch and stuff um on the weekends, so I don't have to do that during the weekdays, like in the mornings. In the mornings it just feels very rushed, um and I get very agitated and I get anxiety. Like this morning, I almost forgot to bring my protein powder, and I get a lot of anxiety if I don't have my protein shake, like right after work, and feel really tired and drained of energy. So I really just like need that as an extra like boost. Yeah, but that's that. So I'm just heading into work and I will just see you when I get there. All right, guys. So we are here at the school. I pulled into the parking lot. It looks pretty empty. There are only like 2 cars here. The other teacher is not here yet. We beat him again. I think he usually like comes in a little bit later because like I mentioned, I think he usually gets breakfast from like outside. I don't do that. I had my oatmeal this morning. I had my tea, so I'm actually I think pretty good for the morning. And just like I mentioned, I only put one protein bar in my lunchbox nowadays, guys. Um I think over the weekend I was pretty good. I think yesterday I had like 2 protein bars, not good. I think if I only put one protein bar in my lunchbox, I have no choice. I can only eat one. But if I put two in there, then I just end up like eating like 2 protein bars, right? Like every day. So I'm going to stop doing that. Just like I mentioned, I think one protein bar is enough. I think it's 20 grams of protein. But then I also take the protein shake, and I think it's the whey protein, and it's the cookies and cream flavor is like really good. If I didn't mention before, I mix it with like milk and then I just like shake it up. It tastes really good. But you can of course like mix your protein powder with water as well. And I know some people like putting it into their coffee. I don't drink coffee. And I don't think it would go very amazingly with like the tea that I have because it's like Indian chai. I don't think the protein powder would mix very well. But I haven't tried it. So maybe like when I get home, I might try like doing that. But I usually have my protein shake right after I'm done work and I'm heading home or something. So, but that's actually a good idea. Maybe I'll try it and like, you guys can be there when we do like the trial experimentation. That's a good idea. So I'm gonna head inside. I'm not sure. We don't have really too much planned. I know for Economics 12, they were supposed to do their skip presentations. Several students, or one student emailed me. He wanted to switch like groups. I said no, because we'd already like discussed, like, I'd already put all the students into groups. And I feel like if I didn't mention, they're always, if you let them form a group, they're always like making like the same groups. And they really just need to like, I think, learn to work like, with other students in the class. And it's not really that big of a deal because, like I mentioned, I individually mark each student. So it really doesn't matter who's in your group. And as they go to university and college and stuff, you can't choose your own groups and like whatnot. You have to just learn to work with like everyone. But yeah, so I think so. What I said was I pushed back the presentation date to tomorrow, and I'm just gonna give them like class time to like work on their presentation so they can speak to their group members, and then everyone can kind of just like get along and like put the presentation together. It really shouldn't take that long. The skip presentation is just choosing one of the themes that we've been talking about thus far, and they have to just present like a problem and like kind of like a solution to the problem within their skip presentation. um it's supposed to be something fun and something easy so I can like mark it really quickly. And like I said, I also gave like a skit presentation for business leadership, and I think students had like a lot of fun doing that like assignment. So I don't want to give just like, like written assignments and stuff, although I personally feel like written assignments are very effective, especially in math when they're answering a bunch of questions, and it helps them study for like, upcoming like unit tests. So that's usually why I give like written assignments. And but I always put like an oral component where students have to kind of just like, share like their ideas and like, or I mean like share their solutions on the board or something like that to one of the questions, so I know that they kind of like understand the process, or they understood the actual concepts, right? So yeah. um, for chemistry and physics, nothing big is happening. Oh, for chemistry 12, they're going to take the quiz tomorrow. So I think today I didn't do that, but I'm going to just put some of the kind of like quiz review questions together. I think for the grade 12s, if you just tell them which questions to study from the textbook, it's not that big of a deal. I know they're very self studious, so they'll study like those questions on their own. So, yeah. So that's about it. I think I'm gonna head inside. The other teacher just like pulled into the parking lot. So I'm gonna go inside and boot up my computer, and I need to print out some of their worksheets. So let's go do that, and I will meet you inside. Is this angle better, guys? I think the sun is shining on this side, so I just wanted to take a look. But yeah, like I said, we're just gonna head inside. The other teacher gets here, and he like completely just like, I think he only has like two things to carry with him at first. So he'll like get here and quickly like get all his stuff and get inside. But then I know he has to make two rounds, as I do as well. So yeah, yeah. I think I have too many books, so I can't carry everything like together. All right, but let's head inside and get the day started. All right, hi you guys. So we are now inside. As you can see, I'm at my desk and I'm just checking over the worksheets really quickly. I feel like on the weekends I don't really want to like, do all this like work. Um, like putting lectures together or like doing the marking and stuff. It takes a lot of effort to push yourself to do that. Like I think on the weekends you just want to kind of rest. So for physics 11 today, we're going through nuclear fusion. I don't see any like calculation type of problems here. I think it's just like a little bit of theory, like graphs, what is nuclear fusion, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen cycle, magnetic confinement, fusion. I think we'll just kind of like read through the information. There's actually section 7.5 is the last section for this unit. And then tomorrow's class is just going to be like a test review during class. And then we'll just go through some review questions, I think. And the unit test has been scheduled for this coming Thursday because it is like a shortened week, right? So they have to take the unit test. Like I said, for Chem 12, they're going to go through the rates of reactions today. Or maybe I can find like another worksheet online. There's some questions in the textbook, but we're going to do like the quiz review for tomorrow. Definitely when they're taking like their tests and quizzes in class, I have some time for Troyum to do like some marking and stuff that I really want to get done. I tried finishing the marking for the economics test they took last week, but I didn't finish marking everything. I was a little bit busy on the weekend. And for economics, we're basically starting the new unit. It's on gross domestic product, the income approach, the expenditure approach, and it's just again looks like a lot of theory, the difference between durable and non-durable goods. I like the way the teacher who was here a couple of years ago, she taught the course, and her slides and stuff are really good. Not in as much detail, so we always like read through the information together as a class so students understand the concepts, I think, a little bit better. So I'm just going to print out, I think, the worksheets now. And I think that's about it. I'm just going to do a little bit of prep, maybe a little bit of marking. It's now 8:12 a.m. So I have a little bit of time before students start arriving. So I'm going to do that, print out their worksheets, and just prep kind of the lectures, open up the slides and stuff, and get ready. And then I'm going to do a bit of marking at the same time. All right. So I think we're good for the day. The day doesn't seem too long. By the time it's like third period, I think students, like I said, are really tired. Everyone's just complaining or they just want to go home. But we're gonna power through, guys, today, and then the rest of this shortened week until Friday. But I think we should be good for the most part, and it should be a good day. So I will just talk to you at the end of the day, maybe after school, and also as we are heading home. See you then.